Hello, hello. Welcome back to Space Engineers with Orvishana. Today I wanted to go over some of the new things that we got in the Frostbite update. And let's get right into it. So, one of the things that they gave us is this nifty little door. It's pretty cool. It's an offset door, and it takes up about half a block. It would be cool if it was like an LCD and you could change the door number, but I think it's intended to be more easily able to tell, like O1 is the flush side and O2 is the offset side, if that makes sense. But they also gave us a Big Brother version of it, which is, I did a measurement when I was setting this up. I should have left the block there, but it's 12 small grid blocks wide, so you could fit in a small rover through this door. It's got a pretty satisfying noise when it opens and finishes opening and all that stuff. It sounds like the airtight hangar doors. Nice little thump and a hiss noise. They gave us a new skin if you got the DLC. It's the Frostbite skin. I figured I would just go ahead and put 4 colors, your basic gray, blue, red, and green, just to kind of give you a sense of what it looks like. And honestly, one of my favorite parts is the hydrogen tank, because it opens up quite a bit of possibilities, especially with the small grid one. This is on my survival world, so it's got a 3 times inventory size. Oh, that's not the right one. So this one holds 350,000 liters on 3 times inventory size, compared to the large original one, which is 5 million. And the small grid, well, this one is just like the it's just like the oxygen tank, where it has the ports on the top and bottom. And you got your small grid one. Jeez, excuse me, my voice like cracked. That was weird. Yeah. So you got your small grid one, which is 4 small blocks, and you got your 2 ports. It's got a nice little graphic model, your little hydrogen with the fire symbol, or caution, it'll frickin' explode. And it's quite a bit smaller than the stock original one. And you'll have to keep in mind, of course, that they're not centered. It's an even number, and it's only got small ports on it. Oh, and over here we have some sleeping astronauts. They're very lazy. They didn't feel like participating in the showcase of the update. Yeah, they're quite dead. But they also function as like they have a storage unit in their backpack, which is pretty cool. And you got different poses, and oops, that was the wrong button. But yeah, you can put stuff in their backpack. You can use these guys in like when you're setting up a scenario, you can have them have like a data pad or some tools. You know, like it could be the only way you find tools is to get them from their backpack or something, or I'm sure people will come up with all sorts of creative ways to do something fancy with them. And this is a pretty cool block as well. This is part of the DLC. So, yeah, antenna dish. It's pretty nifty. Nice model. I love the framework on the back of this thing. It only attaches from the back in that central point. It's 5 by 5 by 3 tall, or deep, I guess, depending how you have it positioned. And yeah, so that's that. You could also, where do I have it? Right here. You could use it as like a little dome that was somewhat anticlimactic. Yeah. But alright, so that's really about it for this, but I also set something up that's as like an example, I guess you could say, of some things that you can do with these blocks. So I built a little base. Got dead astronauts strewn about the place. You know, it looks like maybe they had some sort of outbreak or something. Maybe their drones went crazy and killed all the guys working at the facility. You can slap these things on a rotor and have them tilted certain ways and do all sorts of fancy things with them, but I went ahead and just put 4 of them and kind of angled them up a little bit. And those are not new. Got this set up. See, you can actually drive this. Alright, parking brake is on. Come on, open. I actually put in probably too much effort into this. But yeah, you can just barely fit that out the door. And this is, of course, the lunar spawn pod thing. Alright, I'm going to go through the top. You can also, these guys can be mounted to any surface. I don't know if it was intended to be like that, but I went ahead and set them up as if they had a horrible gravity generator accident. You know, just sucked them to the roof and all that good stuff. And here's some examples of how you can set up the door. They're actually airtight, even if they're not like having blocks directly next to them. They match up rather nicely with the larger slope blocks. And just wanted to throw together a little base just using new blocks and stuff like that. This is from one of the previous DLCs. But yeah, that is the Frostbite DLC. Oh, I almost forgot. Another thing that's really cool is they gave us, where is it at? So this is not actually the moon. I don't think this thing that I'm about to show off has moons, so I just spawned it in. It is another planet. And I believe this one is called Triton. Let's go into our spectator. So, if you already have a survival world like the solar system started, it won't just add this into the world. But you can spawn it in. It's mostly just a ball of ice. It's got these very large flat areas. That's the jetpack, not the right button. It's got some nice mountains, mostly snow, stone, you know, stuff like that. There's no plant life on this thing. It's just a ball of stone and ice, but it could definitely make for some nice scenario gameplay. And that's about it, really. Oh, since it is on my survival world, I might as well just point out. I spawned it in really, really, really far from the planets that I already had in there. But yeah, that is the Frostbite update and DLC. So I forgot to include this. It also came with 2 new emotes. One of them is you're cold, and the other is that he checks his little data pad thing. But if you do the cold one right after, it looks like he's scratching his butt and he has to pee really bad or something. I don't know. But yeah, just thought I'd do a quick recording of that and throw it in the video. Thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little bell notification thing if you want to stay up to date on when new things come out. Hope you all have a wonderful day, good week, and yeah, this has been Orvishana, and I am signing off.